If you struggle with finding tiny little joys in your life, take a walk with me. And I took that phrase from Dr. Mary Catherine McDonald, author of Unbroken, The Trauma Response is Never Wrong. You'll often hear me talk about joy and how we miss the opportunity for it in our daily life. Annalee Howling talks about this and gives such a beautiful example from her daughter. They were out in public and her daughter smiled at someone, only the other person just didn't smile back for whatever reason. And instead of getting upset and taking it personally, she said, "That's all right, Mama. They missed an opportunity for joy." And I want to ask you, how many opportunities do you miss in a day, a week, a month, or a year? And today, for me, was such a beautiful example of that. I had the opportunity to interview and sit down with Rick William, purpose coach and trauma specialist on Instagram, and kind, compassionate, and integrated one-on-one. And you're probably wondering, how can a conversation bring you so much joy? You'll find that when you choose to do something different than everybody else, your circle gets smaller and smaller. And there's this in-between stage when you're on social media where you haven't really made it yet. People don't know who you are. They might not have been introduced to your content. And I'm living proof that cold outreach can work. But more often than not, the messages you send pretty much go unnoticed. And this episode won't come out until the first week of October. And as I'm on my ruck today, I'm just thinking how many key moments there were in that conversation that I can't wait to share with all of you. But the first one I want to share with you is acknowledging the importance of community and building community, our friendships, our networks, our brotherhood, our sisterhood, or whatever you align or identify with. I know what it feels like to be an island and to feel so deeply isolated, like you don't have anybody that you can reach out to. And ask myself, why did it take me so long to figure this out? And when I talk to others, it's usually rooted around shame or this overwhelming feeling of not enoughness. I am not enough. And one of the quickest ways that I found to make a shift in that mindset is to get around other people who are doing what you're doing. They have a similar mission, vision, goals, and values. And while all of that is a great path, it's not necessarily where you start. Finding those tiny little joys starts with finding peace within yourself. It's learning that you can stop, take a time out, put your hand over your heart, one over your stomach, and take a deep nasal breath in and let it out. And then you listen to everything that's happening around you. Grass crunching underneath your feet and the birds in the trees. You're allowing yourself to interrupt your default pattern that you've been stuck on for so long. And yes, go to therapy if it's available to you and you can afford it. But not all of us have access to that or that option. There are so many other opportunities for growth and expansion that are available to you. Sometimes it requires a pivot, getting around other people that are doing the things that you want to be doing, and to allow yourself to connect with people and feel safe around them. The type of people that offer that hand to help lift you up.